What is dirty fasting and why do I love it so much? I've been dirty fasting through my entire 80-pound weight loss and I still practice it now that I'm in maintenance mode. So during that time, I went from being obese to a normal BMI, and the entire time I did dirty fasting. And actually, I didn't even know that that's what it was called. I only recently heard this term in my Facebook group. People were talking about clean versus dirty fasting, and I didn't even know the difference. As I've mentioned before, for my own peace of mind, I go on a low information diet, which means I don't, after I learned about intermittent fasting, I decided on my plan, I didn't go around watching a bunch of videos. There actually wasn't much out there that I could find about it anyway, which was probably an advantage for me. But I learned about it on Martin Burkhan's blog, Lean Gains. And on his blog, he basically said, look, don't worry too much about being obsessive about the fasting window. Just, if you want to have some coffee with some milk in it, then go ahead and have your coffee the way you like it. And so I kind of took that idea and I just ran with it. At that time, the way I liked my coffee was to have a couple tablespoons of half and half and a tablespoon of sugar in it. My thought was, I'll try it out and see how it works for me. Now, my understanding of clean fasting versus dirty fasting. Clean fasting is when you are only allowed water, black coffee, or plain unsweetened tea during your fasting window. And dirty fasting is basically if you allow yourself to have anything other than those things. So for example, coffee with cream or things like LaCroix or any other kind of flavored but unsweetened beverage, or if you have drinks that are artificially sweetened, that would also be counted as dirty fasting. And I know a lot of people wonder, which one is better, but I think there are a lot of benefits to dirty fasting, and here's why. I think it's very important that your plan be something that you truly enjoy and that you really feel free in and that you can stick with over the long term. I think the biggest part of weight loss is simply being consistent with the plan you've chosen. And, if coffee is a big part of your life, like it is for me, having your coffee the way you want it is a big deal. And I could see myself really sticking to something for the long term if I could have my coffee the way I liked it whenever I wanted it. So that's how I did my plan. So the way I dirty fast is I drink coffee with half and half 3 times a day during my fasting window, like right after I wake up, probably another cup an hour or so later, and then sometime in the afternoon. And I'll drink more coffee if I want it, but generally 3 is my limit. I feel kind of anxious if I have any more than that. I also allow myself, unsweetened tea or any kind of like flavored unsweetened beverages like LaCroix. And in the beginning, I had a tablespoon of sugar in my coffee. I eventually weaned myself off of that because I wanted to be able to have and enjoy unsweetened beverages. And I knew that if I could make the fasting window just really, really simple and have that ability to have a lot of different things in it, I felt like I could stick with it better. And that's exactly what happened because, occasionally it does kind of get boring to only have coffee with cream in your fasting window. But if you can also throw in, LaCroix in there or unsweetened tea, it just gives you more variety and I think it's just more enjoyable. So which one is the better one to do? I feel like you should just do whatever works for you, whatever you're going to enjoy and stick with consistently over the long term that gets you results is, I believe, the best thing to do. I think a good question to ask yourself is, over the long haul, what do you see yourself doing? And then do that thing. Or, you don't have to pick one or the other. You could, sometimes do dirty fasting, sometimes do clean fasting. There's a million different ways that you can do this and have results. I'm curious to know, if you do dirty fasting, what do you allow yourself in your fasting window and how have your results been? Okay, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. If you're currently trying to lose weight and you're just having a hard time, check out my Slow and Steady Success Academy. There you'll find a course called Intermittent Fasting for Weight Loss 101, where I take you through the entire process from start to finish and how to implement intermittent fasting successfully in your life for weight loss. The link is in the description. The All Access Pass to Slow and Steady Success Academy is a monthly subscription plan that gets you access to every course that is currently available in this academy, as well as any that will become available in the future. Also, you'll get access to our private All Access Pass members only Facebook group.